Have you ever heard of the woman who dared to paint what no one else would, and paid the price for it? A woman who rose from the depths of poverty, from the walls of a brothel in China to the art salons of Paris? This is the story of Pan Yuliang, one of the most extraordinary artists of the 20th century. A woman who defied society, tradition, and even her own country's judgment to follow her vision. Pan Yuliang's life begins far from the world of art and freedom. She was born in 1895 in Yangzhou, China, into a poor family. By the time she was a teenager, tragedy had already marked her life. Her parents died when she was young, and she was sold to a brothel by her uncle. A brutal reality for many girls at the time. But Pan Yuliang was not like most. She was intelligent, curious, and resilient. One day, a customs official named Pan Zanhua, a man who saw something in her, helped buy her freedom. She took his surname as her own, and with it, a new identity was born. Once free, Pan Yuliang pursued education, something unheard of for a woman of her background. She studied art at the Shanghai Art School, where she became one of the first Chinese women ever admitted to a formal art academy. Her talent stood out immediately. She painted with emotion, daring to depict the human body in a way few in China had ever seen. Honest, sensual, and deeply human. But her success came with controversy. In early 20th century China, the idea of a woman painting nudes, especially Western-style oil paintings, was considered scandalous. Many people insulted her, calling her immoral or corrupted by foreign ideas. Yet Pan Yuliang refused to stop. She saw the body as a symbol of freedom, not shame. Through her art, she was saying that a woman's body belonged to her, and that beauty, desire, and strength were not things to be hidden. In 1921, her talent earned her a scholarship to study in France and later in Italy. It was in Europe that Pan Yuliang truly found herself. In Paris, she studied at the École des Beaux-Arts and exhibited her works at major salons. She painted with a bold, impressionistic touch, her colours vibrant, her brushstrokes alive. The women she painted were neither objects of desire nor victims of their circumstances. They were thinkers, dreamers, and free spirits, much like herself. Yet even in Paris, life wasn't easy. As a Chinese woman artist, she was often seen as exotic or out of place. Still, she kept painting, every canvas a reflection of her struggle and her soul. Her works mixed Chinese ink techniques with Western oil painting, creating a style that was uniquely her own. She painted self-portraits that looked straight into the viewer's eyes, confident, questioning, unapologetic. But while she found artistic freedom in Europe, she also carried the loneliness of exile. When she returned to China in the 1930s, she hoped to share what she had learned. She became a professor at the National Central University in Nanjing, but the criticism followed her. Many in the art world and in society still refused to accept a woman painting nudes. Some called her corrupted by Western decadence. The hostility grew so strong that Pan Yuliang eventually left China for good, settling in Paris, the city that had once embraced her. There she lived quietly, almost forgotten, painting until her final days. Her later works became more introspective, filled with Chinese women gazing into the distance, often painted in soft reds and golds, surrounded by memories of a homeland that never fully accepted her. She died in 1977, alone, her ashes kept in Paris for decades before finally being returned to China in the 1980s. Today, Pan Yuliang's legacy is being rediscovered. She is celebrated not only as one of the first Chinese women to master Western painting, but as a pioneer who redefined what it meant to be an artist and a woman in a world that tried to silence her. Her art continues to inspire new generations because it carries a timeless message. Freedom, both artistic and personal, is worth every sacrifice. If you look closely at her paintings, you'll see more than just colours and forms. You'll see courage. You'll see defiance. You'll see a woman who refused to let the world decide who she should be. Pan Yuliang painted her truth, and in doing so, she painted a path for others to follow. If you found her story as inspiring as I did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and share it with someone who loves art and history. And if you want to meet more remarkable figures who changed the world in their own way, check out the next video, because history is full of people who refuse to fit in. And that's exactly what makes them unforgettable.